Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're continuing on with the Good Doctor campaign for Sharp Practice, Scenario 2, A Good Place to Stop. So before we begin the briefing for tonight, quick disclaimer, I have not tested this scenario at all. I've written it up, but I have not had a chance to actually play it, so I hope it's not a dud. I did the same thing with the last one. That one turned out okay. It started out a little shaky, but it ended up good. And hopefully that'll happen tonight. So go ahead and get on with the briefing. So to start the briefing, we'll just recap last week's game, I should say. And it was Scenario 1, the raid. In that one, the British were trying to stop the Continentals from searching a house owned by Dr. Farren on his farm, in which was housed some important documents. The British were able to stop the search and recover the documents, but the doctor himself was retained by the Continentals and they escaped off the board. The north table edge will be this table edge. So that'll be the objective for the Continentals and the Good Doctor. Also, terrain-wise, these stands of trees that are on these outlines here are going to be rough going, soft cover, and they will also block line of sight regardless of the width of them. The rocks are hard cover, block line of sight, and you cannot go on top of them. The hill itself is going to be rough going, wooded, blocks line of sight. If you're on the hill, you can actually see all the way out and not be seen, but if you fire, you can be seen and shot at. Also, I should mention that the two groups of line that will form once the shooting starts, led by Hancock and Montrose, once the first shots are fired, the two chips for Montrose and Hancock will be placed in the bag at that time, and when their cards are pulled, they can start rousing troops, get men on their feet, and formed up. So now we'll go ahead and roll our support. Actually, we're not going to have any support in this one. We're just going to go straight into force morale only, and we'll get started with the game. British briefing. Captain Gage was pleased to learn that Lieutenant Argyle was able to drive the rebels from the farm and secure the documents. He was not pleased, however, to learn that the rebels got away with the Good Doctor still in their custody. Tatonka, on orders from Argyle, tracked the rebel force to an encampment on a wooded hill not far from the farm. Receiving word of this, Lieutenant Argyle immediately dispatched a force of skirmishers, with him in command, of course, to move through the woods unseen to attack the rebel camp and rescue the Good Doctor. He plans to encircle the camp and cut off any chance of escape. He is sure a victory here will please Captain Gage. British objective. The British must drive the rebels from the hill and rescue the Good Doctor. The British force will get 2 movable deployment points assigned to any leader. These deployment points can be placed on any table edge and moved independently of each other. They will also receive 1 free dummy deployment point assigned to any leader. That moves on that leader's command card but may not be deployed from. So the British are going to have to secretly write down which are the real deployment points and which are the fake deployment points. So forces wise, we have in charge of the force is Lieutenant Archibald Argyle, up and comer. He is in charge of a unit of 6 foot dragoons, and they have sharp practice. He is a level 2 leader. Leader 2, Lieutenant Roger Sharp, in charge of light infantry. He's level 1. They have tomahawks, aggressive, and sharp practice. Leader 3, Lieutenant Daniel Klain, level 1, light infantry, tomahawks, aggressive, and sharp practice. Leader 4 is Tatonka. He is regular old skirmishers, and they have tomahawks, aggressive, prominent leader, and tactical. And leader 5 is level 1, son of Magua. Same deal, tomahawks, aggressive, prominent leader, and tactical. And that is it for the British briefing. Now we will do the Continental briefing. Continental briefing. After the beating they received at Farren's farm, the Continentals were lucky to escape. They suffered many casualties, including Captain Montrose and Lieutenant Hancock, who were incapacitated during the battle. Unable to move very far with so many wounded, the Continentals stopped on a wooded hill to tend to the wounded and recuperate. They planned to rest long enough for the men to recover, then continue the march west at first light to link up with Captain Harper's force and deliver the spy. Captain Montrose and Lieutenant Hancock have regained consciousness but are still feeling the effects of their wounds. Captain Montrose took a bayonet through the leg, and Hancock had a musket ball carve a gouge in his cheek. Continental Objective. The Continentals must repulse the British attack and move the Good Doctor off the north table edge to link up with Captain Harper's force in Morristown. The Continentals can move the Doctor off any table edge, but only moving off the north table edge will result in a victory. If the rebels are forced to flee the field before they move Dr. Farren off the table, he is rescued by the British. The Continentals start with one fixed deployment point in the center of the hill. This is the Continental camp. Their force consists mainly of skirmish troops who occupy the woods surrounding the hilltop on guard for the inevitable British chase. The Continentals can form up to 2 groups of line infantry in the camp, consisting of able-bodied men and walking wounded. These groups will be 8-man militia groups under the command of the wounded Solomon Montrose and Lieutenant Hancock, who will be down to level 1 due to their wounds. Each group will start with 2 shock. To form the groups, a task roll of 10 must be reached with each group, as the wounded men need help getting armed and into formation. The line groups may not start forming until the first shot is fired. These groups move at -2 pips per dice due to the presence of wounded men in the ranks. The spy. The Doctor is tied to a tree and cannot attempt to escape. To move the Doctor, a group or leader must be in contact with him and roll a task roll of 3 to cut him loose. After that, the Doctor moves with that group. At that point, he may attempt to escape using 2 flags after the tiffin. If he escapes, he must move towards the closest visible British unit, not Indians. So these are the Continental Forces. They start with Leader 1. He's a level 1. Lieutenant Johnny Walker, in charge of 1 group of light infantry skirmishers, sharp practice, aggressive, and tomahawks. Group 2 is a group of militia skirmishers led by Sergeant Benjamin Adams. He's level 1, and they have sharp practice. Leader 3 is another group of militia skirmishers led by Sergeant Robert McDuff, level 1. They have sharp practice. And Group 4 is Robert Wadsworth and his Rangers. He's level 1. They are light infantry, aggressive, sharp practice, tactical, tomahawks, and they have rifles. And of course we have the 2 groups of militia that are going to be formed at the camp once the fighting starts. And they will be 2 groups of 8 militia with sharp practice. And they will have the 2 wounded leaders with them. Robert Montrose will still be the overall force commander. And Hancock will be assisting him in leading the 2 groups of wounded men. Or he can always be used to try to cut down the Doctor and take him off the board, or however it happens to work out. So those are the forces, and I guess I should show which side is the north table edge. Alright, so Andre's arrived, and I briefed him on the mission. He's deployed his 2 movable deployment points and 1 dummy point, and written down which one's which and which leader is assigned to each. So he's put one there. He's put another one right there, and he's put one over there. So no support. We rolled force morale. I got a 9. Andre's got an 11. I was quite a large minus since I'm over half militia. But so real quick, we're going to let Andre do a quick plan, and basically he's just going to tell you which ones are the real deployment point and which is the fake.
The British plan. So of my 3 deployment points, Argyle is going to be what I'm calling to the north, because that's the farthest end of the table from where I'm set up. So it's going to be those pigs up there. So that's the dummy deployment point. Then I've got this deployment point over here, the chickens on the rock. Those are going to be Son of Magua. And my final deployment point over here on the other side, the sheep, is going to be Lieutenant Dan. What I'm hoping to achieve here is to get a couple chances to move deployment points closer to the hill prior to Travis actually deploying something. The thought here, though, is that even if the chicken deployment point, which is Son of Magua, it's basically 12 inches to the side of the hill over there, and I would love to get a couple bands of Indians on the edge of that hill ready to assault up and in. and really just kind of try and keep things fairly fast-paced. It's going to be kind of tricky just because I will have to actually get Son of Magua and Lieutenant Dan onto the board before anybody else can follow. But depending on how the chips fall here, I may be able to move up quite a bit closer and be almost on top of Travis when it cuts loose here. I'd like to think that if I move fast enough, I'll be able to take him down quickly before his reinforcements form up. And the upside of having deployment points on both sides is somebody's going to have his back to me. So that's what I've got.
All right, Andre's plan is complete. There's the good doctor tied to the tree.
You must have been listening if you know that my plan was complete.
He's done saying what.
Because I thought it was an incomplete plan, but okay.
We'll see.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, let's find some open ground here. Hey, look, there's nothing on this hilltop.
Not yet. Blue 3. Blue 3 is Sergeant Robert McDuff, leader of a militia skirmishers, and they're just hiding in the woods waiting until
something happens.
Yep.
And we have a blue 4.
I'm not going to bring anything in yet.
Okay. And
blue 2.
That's
actually
actually
that's right.
Nice try. Yes, we did have a blue theme going. That is Lieutenant Sharp. He is going to hold.
Okay.
There's your blue 2. You're only one early.
Holding. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Andre, that did I tell you that I was that as soon as the first shot's fired, I put the 2 chips for the Montrose and Hancock in the bag? I think I told you that.
You mentioned something about at the first shot something happened, but
yeah.
That was a long time ago and I've got a short memory.
So once the first shot, I'll put their chips in the bag, and then they can start trying to fill the ranks with the wounded and the able-bodied men.
A 3. Okay, we've got action.
Actually, no, it's not out of line of sight. It has to be out of line of sight of my deployment points as well as my troops.
Oh.
So he tried to move one of his deployment points right there, which is cheating, Andre. So we'll let him reconsider.
I forgot your chickens had eyes.
So Andre has moved his deployment point there. And I am unaware of which one is which at this point.
Actually, you know that's Lieutenant Dan's deployment point because I just pulled a 3 chip.
Well, I know that, but I don't know if that's one of the real ones or not.
Would I move a fake deployment point? There's your first flag.
Okay.
Number 1.
That's Argyle.
We're number 1. Argyle is going to move the pigs over here.
So move that deployment point up there. I know I said that the woods block line of sight if you're on the other side of him, regardless of the width, but he is also 4 inches from the edge, so out of line of sight.
Five, Son of Magua.
Son of Magua is rushing the hill right away. Off of this deployment point, which now obviously is not fake.
Won't you be surprised if it is?
I would be very surprised.
Oh.
Oh, the Tiffin. Well, I can't do anything.
Neither can I.
Man, you should have pulled a 1 or something so I could have fired on the Son of Magua. That's not good. I was expecting to get a couple shots on him before he rushed the hill.
Well, actually, he was on the hill before you got a shot at him. We'll see if you get a shot at him before he gets to the good doctor.
Yeah, what if you get to my deployment point? I can't, game over.
That would be kind of silly.
Well, you can't run on the hill, so. And you're -1 to your tips.
Yeah, but they do have step out 1.
You do.
Oh.
That's Argyle. Argyle's come in with his foot dragoons, following the lead of Son of Magua's scouting.
And They cannot present, can they?
None of your guys can present.
None of my guys can present. Okay, then we won't present. We will just...
All right, Andre, I need a blue card so I can get something out there.
I gave you 3 blue cards. You didn't do a thing with them.
I should have. I didn't think about you getting so close. Oh man, another one? That's Tatonka, I believe.
Tatonka.
All right, so another group is coming over here, this time Tatonka. So mad rush up the hill to get to the doctor. Come on.
I stacked those up nice, didn't I?
Yeah, great job.
Roger Sharp. So...
All right, well, here we go. He's loading up this side. So, yeah.
Okay, and if I stacked these correctly, we've got... no, I'm going to get a flag, then the Tiffin. Oh, well, I meant a red flag.
Yeah, okay. So that means you can't pull the Tiffin yet. Ah, 4. So finally I can bring someone in.
Yes.
Wadsworth. Oh, perfect. The one I wanted. Okay, so I did deploy this guy, Wadsworth, and we're going to fire on this first rank of Indians. So needing 2s. So all hits, but he is in hard cover, so. And they all go on to Tatonka.
Son of Magua.
Ah, so Son of Magua, yes. Whoever that front line is.
Son of Magua.
Come on, give me some 5s. So, wow.
Wow.
2 dead and a shock. So check and see if it's your leader.
Wow.
It is. See what happens to him. He loses a command initiative, so he's down to 0.
0 command.
So you lost 1 man killed, a wounded leader, and a shock. Alright, so Son of Magua took a musket ball, but he's still fighting on as a level 0 leader. Blue 3. That is Sergeant Robert McDuff. Alright, so he came in, McDuff, 12 inches away from them, so he gets his bonus and in cover. And first, so I'm hitting on, I get first fire, so 5s, 4s. Alright, so 4s.
Holy!
7 hits.
And that was on
Tatonka.
Tatonka. Oh my.
Come on, musket balls.
Well, I'm going on the theory you used up all your big numbers with these dice.
1 dead, but check to see if it's Tatonka. No, so just a dead guy.
Okay.
Alright, next one. Red flag. Blue 6, so that is Hancock. So now that the shooting started, I'm going to roll to start trying to gather the men from the camp and getting them into formation.
And
So
you're halfway
5.
there.
Okay, next card.
Wow.
Halfway there.
That went quick. 10 doesn't take much, does it?
No.
Okay, we need a 3 and a Tiffin. There's the 3.
Who's 3?
Well, Lieutenant Dan, of course.
Lieutenant Dan. Okay.
My main man.
And we have deduced that he's coming in over there. Alright, so Lieutenant Dan is deployed right there. He's going to shoot at Wadsworth. Needing 2s because he's within close range. So you got 1-1.
And
2
a couple
1s.
2s. Oh, what?
2 1s.
Seriously.
How many did you get? 5?
5.
Alright, come on, hard
a really
cover.
bad roll that is going to do some serious damage.
It did. It gave me 2 shock because you hit me behind. It's doubles the shock. So 2 shock.
Oh, man.
Alright, next card. Come on, give me
better than
a...
that, boys.
I need a blue 1. Or...
We need a
blue-
Tiffin.
No, we don't.
Tiffin!
Blue flag.
Tiffin!
No Tiffin, please.
Blue 2.
Who's that? Adams. That's my other group. Alright, so Ben Adams snuck around behind Lieutenant Dan. He was lurking in those woods the whole time. Lieutenant Dan didn't see him. And we're going to shoot at Lieutenant Dan's backside. And
I would prefer to think he was over behind those rocks and moved around and...
okay. Well, really, those woods are like 5 acres.
Okay.
For the life.
then I can live with that.
We had to shrink them down for the board. So here we go. Oh, man. 4 hits. And you are in hard cover, though. That's going to make it tough to do anything in this game.
Or not.
2 dead and 2 shot. Check Lieutenant Dan. Well, if he gets wounded
2
again.
dead and 2 shock?
One, yeah, because
Oh.
doubles it.
Oh. Okay.
Not Lieutenant Dan. So 2 dead and 2 shock.
Oh.
Alright, it's heating up already.
So.
Blue.
Oh,
Blue
man.
5.
You're getting everything.
That's Montrose, but he can only roll to see if he can rouse the boys.
You need a 1.
No, I need a 6. It's a 1. Thank you, Andre.
You're welcome.
Alright, next
So
card.
you're up to 6. See, we both were right.
Well, I have 2 groups. I gotta roll 10 for each.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I thought it was cumulative for.
No, it's
Oh.
per.
Okay, then I wasn't as
Of course, maybe
shape as
I
I
should
thought.
have maybe said it was, but so Tiffin. So you got some guys left who haven't done anything.
Yep.
Whoever.
So I will take a flag, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, Mr. Son of Magua.
After the Tiffin, one flag went to activate Son of Magua, who moved over this way only 4 inches.
After all of his minuses.
After all the minuses for the woods and the shock and yada yada yada.
And are you ready,
I'm
Travis?
ready, man.
Oh, are you ready for that one?
Oh, that's Johnny. My
I'm not ready
group.
for that one.
All right, so Johnny Walker has sprang out of these woods. We'll say he didn't just magically appear. And he is 18 inches from the deployment point. We're going to fire a flank shot into Tatonka since he is in the open. So 6 hits. I'll let you use your own dice this time.
Since I seem to be rolling 6s with them.
Yeah, and then with mine you rolled all 1s. Come on, give me some 4s. Okay, so 1 dead. Roll to see if it's Tatonka. It is. See what happens to him. He loses a command initiative. And then you take 4 shock. Because I hit you in the flank. So 1, no, just a wounded Tatonka. 4 shock. And then roll a bad thing again. Ooh, that's got to be something. Alright, -1 on his force morale. Tap reload there. Actually, they have muskets. Never mind.
They will tap reload those muskets, boys.
Next card.
Woohoo!
Come on, blue. Give me blue. No, not a blue. Blue something. Blue something.
What did you blow?
So that's this guy.
That's
No, I'm sorry.
Argyle.
Argyle, this guy.
No, that's Argyle.
So Argyle, he's just going to fire to Wadsworth. Needing 3s. So a lot of
5
3s.
hits.
All right, come on, hard cover. Oh, a dead guy. No. Let's see if it's him. He was kind of teetering. So just a dead ranger.
And I'm unloaded.
Well, you can reload, can't you?
I moved.
Oh, that's right. You tried to move. I forgot about that.
You didn't see him move? I could have sworn I saw them twitch.
3. Who's that? That's Walker.
Oh, that's me. No, that's
Lieutenant
Daniel.
Lieutenant Dan,
Lieutenant Dan.
who has 2 shock, and he's down 2 guys. So Lieutenant Dan has moved up. He's out of line of sight of those guys now because he didn't shoot. So if you're off the hill looking up and no one shoots, you can't see. So he moved up with up to there. Another red card.
Another red.
I need some blues.
Tatonka!
Tatonka, okay. That's this guy.
Tatonka! Tatonka! Get up, sir.
That's right, he's down to 0. Isn't
Quit
he?
calling him sir.
Both Indian leaders. Oh, hold on. Okay. Go ahead and figure out where you're going to look at something. So firstly, we forgot these guys were prominent leaders. So he had to roll again for both of those wounds. So he had another -1, so he's down to 9. And he decided not to use the flag to give Tatonka a command initiative because he wants to try to move them up.
So he can get into the woods so
He
he doesn't get
And then he'd be
shot
invisible.
again. Hide
Get
in
up
the
and
woods. Hide in the
boys.
woods. Ooh, that looks red. Ooh.
Come on, give me something.
I'll take a
blue,
red flag.
That's 5-1.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh. I'll take it.
So now you can do what you were going to do. You can move them up and move them up.
I can.
All right, so he was able with both. So that Tiffin really saved Andre's ass here. He was able to get way up here. So this is Tatonka, or no, this is Tatonka,
That's Tatonka,
son of Magua. Both wounded, both level 0, but since he got that Tiffin and had 2 flags, he was able to actually move both of them. They get that free move, so they got up actually pretty far. Son of Magua did not fire because he didn't want to get hit from the ass from these guys. And so they're basically all hiding in the woods right there, just waiting.
Yep.
Waiting for the spring the trap.
With 5
Now it's the blue
between
guy's
them.
turn. Come on.
Mr. Dan.
All right, Lieutenant Dan. All right, so Lieutenant Dan has moved up with all of his moves, all 3, made it to right there. Still not shooting. He's hiding in the trees.
We got you surrounded, Travis. Do you surrender?
Nope. If I can ever get a card.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Okay, now it's back to yours.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
But that's only a roll on the table, which is Hancock.
He's up to 2 now, isn't
No,
he?
he's up to 7 or 6. Maybe I should lower that.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is Johnny. All right, so Walker is going to fire into Roger Sharp in the flank, leading 3s. 2 hits.
Wow.
So I finally get a card and I whiff
Wow.
horrendously.
And I didn't.
1 dead guy.
And
check
a
to see if it's
shock.
him. No, it's not a shock.
I'm in the open.
Yeah, but you're +1 because you're light. So just a dead guy. Oh man, that was
Wow.
That was bad.
That was
Really
classic.
bad. If I get some blue out, it won't be that bad.
There's some more blue.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to use my 2 flags to interrupt, and I'm going to shoot at Son of Magua with my Rangers here. Because they're getting 3s. These guys would need 4s. They need 3s. Actually, they got a 2 shocks, so they're going to be -1. So 6 shots needing 3s, or 7 shots needing 4s. What's better, Andre?
You told me never tell you the
I
odds.
did. Unless I ask.
I'm pretty sure that's not... Chewbacca would get chewed out for that.
Alright. I guess I'll shoot with them, actually. I might hopefully pull their card. I can't decide, Andre. No, I'll shoot with them. What the hell? Why not? What the hell? So what I say, 6 shots? And I cannot remove a shot because I'm not activating him. Maybe actually I should do it with them so that if I get him, I can... Yeah, I'm going to do it with them. 1, 2... So 4 hits. A lot better than when I needed 3s earlier.
Okay.
Come on, give me some shock. It's hard to cover. 2 more
No
dead.
shock.
And then check your leader.
So that was on the guys with 4 shock?
No, that was on the guys with 1.
1 shock.
So
Okay.
no shock, but man, you roll a lot of dead.
Yep.
It's not him.
No.
But it is 2 more dead guys.
So no shock.
No shock.
Just 2 dead guys. Ouch.
Alright, so we lost 2 men. Also, I forgot Johnny Walker. He did have a free move left, and he rolled a 6. I actually thought about doing that first, but I didn't think I was going to get a 6, so I wound up rolling at the end. So that's what happens when you don't have any self-confidence.
Did I demoralize you?
A little bit.
Well, then I'll just draw flags so you don't get too scared.
Come on, another blue. Another blue. Not another blue. 2, who is that?
2, that would be
This guy.
Lieutenant Sharp.
These guys here.
No shock.
Alright, so Sharp has used all 3 of his moves and got over to there, flanking, what's his face? Johnny. Speaking of Johnny, I need to go get it, Johnny.
Is it Johnny's
It's
time?
Johnny time.
Well,
Another one. Oh no, if you get 4 flags, you're going to be able to shoot with them.
that would be a sad, sad thing, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you saw what I did on the flank too. Basically nothing.
Yeah, well, this is a first fire.
You would be hitting on 2s. Another red.
Wow. Okay. 5. That's Son of Magua.
And
With a everybody's got a gazillion. Oh, he's only got 1 shock.
yeah, but he's only got 4 men left. He's been rolling all 6s instead of 5s. All right, so Son of Magua. He did use all 3 flags, so he made him a level 1. He also removed a shock. He 2 of his moves. He moved 0 inches on 2d6 because you're -1 in the woods, and then he rolled 2 1s, so he had to step out. These Indians are step out 1, so he had to use the last one to step out, and he got to there, and he's going to shoot into Johnny with 4 shots. And 1 hit.
1 hit.
1 hit. Just don't be a shock. Don't be a shock. Nothing.
Oh, man. Okay.
And they're unloaded, right? Because you've used.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not thinking this all the way through, but yeah, they're unloaded.
This close-in woods fighting is it's confusing, swirling mass of smoke and men.
Okay, ready?
I think so.
Let's see if I can make my next mistake.
No, I need to. Hey, you pulled one of mine. That's a mistake.
That was a mistake. There's
Yeah,
another
one of
mistake.
mine. That's Montrose. Come on, give me a 9. Yeah, 6. So now we're tied. We're both at 6. Maybe I think 10 was a little bit too much. 2 flags.
Hey, you got all 4 flags out.
I do, don't I? Actually, I'm not going to use them because if the Tiffin comes out, I can still activate. I'm hoping to get his blue 4, I believe it is.
Blue 4. Oh,
Oops.
blue 2.
That's Benjamin Adams. That's the guy in those woods over there. So Adams got a hell of a move. His 2 moves plus his 1 free. He got all the way up there from those woods. That was a hell of a move. 4. That's what I needed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut the doctor off the tree right now. So I need a roll of 3. And this is going to be Wadsworth himself trying to cut the doctor loose. So we cut him loose. So he is loose. He is in the custody of that group right now.
Okay. That's it?
Uh,
Was that?
I still have 1. I'm not sure how that works. Does he have to? I'm assuming he had to spend both of his whole time doing that. So
Okay.
So
Or would he have commanded one of his men to do it, and he still has your men still? So your men did
What?
1 action of
well, I could
cutting him
activate
loose.
them with the after the Tiffin still with that. What do you have left? You still got a lot of stuff left, don't you? So you got a 2, 3, a 5. So you still got
1, 4.
You still got these guys and these guys. Okay, well, I'll think about it. Okay, so a couple things. I was supposed to be rolling 2d6 per task on the bigger task of filling the ranks. I made this a 3, so that was meant to be a 1d6 task. But we also found out if you do a task, you can't do anything else. So Wadsworth himself did the task. The group itself has not done anything. And okay, next card. Boom. That's these boys here with all the shock on them.
Oh my.
Oh, he did nothing. He can't.
I maximized my turn is what I did.
Yeah, he can't do anything. He's level 0 with no flags. So
Oh.
that's number 1. That's these boys here.
We're number 1.
Argyle has moved his dragoons up with his free move, and he's going to reload and fire at, I'm assuming, Wadsworth. Okay. And need forces. Steady roll.
That's 5 of them. Seems like I get 5 hits a lot, and it never seems to do much.
You put a shock on him. That's something.
It is. So
3 shock now.
up to
It's
3.
really cranking him up here. All right, is there anything left?
Yes.
The Tiffin.
And my last flag.
Okay. 3.
Oh.
McDuff. Oh, here he went. I interrupted with him. That was this guy here.
And the last one is the Tiffin. I only have 3 flags in the bag.
Where's your fourth flag?
I'm kind of curious, Travis.
Oh, they were all in there. I'm going to activate them with the flag. I've only got 5 guys. I do have 3 shocks, so I'm going to be to 4 shots. I got 2 men that can get a flank shot into Son of Magua, so I'm going to fire at Son of Magua. So 2 shots there, needing 3s. That's 2 hits on the flank, and 2 shots just from the front. So 2 shots on the flank, Andre. Come on, give me some shock. Yes, so 2 shock there, and then 2 regular 2 shots from the front.
Goodness.
Nothing. Okay, that'll take it. And that is the end of the turn, and I will reload. Tap, reload. Here we go. He was already ready. I'm not used to being ready so fast.
Well,
that's these guys.
Oh.
So I was hoping you wouldn't get them first.
I did.
I was hoping you weren't. Just
So,
don't whiff.
I'm actually thinking about a possible assault here.
Okay. All right. So Sharp is gonna light up Walker. Walker got he threw the tomahawks, got 4 shock. So I'm down to 3 dice for getting hit in the flank. And he's at 9. I didn't get anything. You got 3.
I looked at this and I'm thinking.
All right. So in the end,
I
I lost by 3. I lost 2 men killed. The leader got wounded. Bad thing was nothing. Group breaks got -1. They fell back there with 7 shock facing away. So could have been a lot worse. I mean, it could be just wiped out.
Lieutenant Dan's feeling slightly surrounded.
Is he?
He is.
Poor Lieutenant Dan. Oh man, come on, come on, Andre. I need.
I was
early
teasing you a little on that last one, letting you get all your cards. 5 is Son of Magua.
Yep. So he's got 4 guys left, 2 shock, and levels. He can't do anything. He's level 0. Same as Walker and Tatonka.
Nice.
So Walker's pretty much done. Blue.
Blue
Yes.
2.
Benjamin Adams. So after we talked about it, I thought about assaulting, but in reality, I would get 6 dice, he would get 5. So I got a 1 dice advantage, even hitting him from the rear. So militia skirmishers are not good at fisticuffs.
Not shock troops.
No, they are not. Even hitting a group in the rear, they barely have 1 more dice, and that's only because you got those 2 shock. If you didn't have those, it'd be even. Even with cutting yours in half. So all right, I'm just going to shoot. So needing 4s, just for close range. And I got 2 hits. I'm just hoping to get a shock. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Come on, give me a 5. Damn, nothing. Well, that was crap.
Yes, it was. This close combat is just nuts, up, down, sideways. You never know. Moving, shooting, you never know what's going to happen.
Should have assaulted. You talked me out of it, Andre. I have a feeling if I would have assaulted, I would have lost. Then I would have even. At least I still have them.
Yeah, you're still sitting there.
Blue
1, 2.
That's my main guy here. He's got nothing, so he can't do anything. He's a level 0.
He's a level 0 with 7 shock.
Yeah, so he can't do crap. Hey, what do you know? Another red one.
That's a red 4.
Who's
That's,
red 4?
Tatonka, I believe.
So he can't.
Speaking of people who can't do
No,
anything.
you can. You got 2 flags.
I can, but do I want to?
Andre's decided not to do anything with the Indians there. Okay, blue flag. And I will be rolling 2d6 for my groups if I ever pull them. So
How about a
is,
3?
Duff. That's these guys.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna fire. I tried my free move, got a 1, so they moved nowhere because of the woods. So I'm just gonna fire into them. Flank shot, and we saw what happened last time I did this. Yeah, crap. So 2 hits again.
Okay.
So fire and reload. Come on, give me a shock. Nothing.
Whew.
Man, that's 2 rear shots and not a single anything. Even needing 4s.
And
Another red flag.
that's 3 flags. And
So you could activate an officer.
Yeah, but I'm okay at this point with keeping it rolling here.
Okay. So 3.
That's my man Dan.
Lieutenant
Dan the
Dan
man.
Klain. Now what's he gonna do? He's kind of right in the middle of it.
Well, he's actually looking at. Hey,
An assault.
actually, probably. Actually, what I was thinking was, actually, you can't shoot and assault in the same turn, can you?
I don't think so.
Because I
would
was
have done
thinking
that if I could.
it would have been cool to shoot those guys and then do two 2d6 this way.
Yeah, you could finish off Walker. That's true.
But the objective here is to get the doctor.
Right. How many
And-
shock do these guys have? I think
None
no, they had like 3 or 4.
from.
Just from all the shooting. I think that's what. Remember we found this one back
No,
here.
I don't.
No,
No,
these guys do have a lot of shock.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do. I'm positive of it. They've been getting shot by these guys. They took a couple volleys earlier. They took a volley from them from behind. So they do have shock. I've not removed a shock yet.
Okay.
All right, so we'll let Andre decide what he wants to do with Lieutenant Dan. So Lieutenant Dan Klain is assaulting Wadsworth from behind. Same exact dice as last time. 9 for Klain, only 3 for Wadsworth. Let's hope at least get something this time. No, nothing again.
I got 1.
Oh man, I could have. That's 6 dice. I got no kills. So I lost-
Lieutenant Dan likes to live on the edge.
Lieutenant Dan, yeah. So I lost 1 guy. We'll see if it's Wadsworth. It is not. All right, I'll figure it out. All right, so I lost 1 man. I fell back facing the enemy. I mean, so and he still hasn't gone.
The
so.
good news is, no matter which way you turned, you were facing the enemy.
All right, next card.
Did you roll your bad thing?
Bad thing for what?
For losing the.
I didn't break.
Oh.
I didn't take any. Well,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think I
Nothing,
broke.
no bad thing.
I only lost by 1. So
Okay.
yeah, and it wasn't the leader. So next card. And just don't make it a red 1, whatever you do. Because I don't get assaulted again. Oh, Tiffin, perfect. Thanks, Andre.
You're welcome.
So you got anything left? Oh yeah, you can still activate with the card.
So,
So
I've
that
got,
didn't help me at all.
I've got him. I've got Son of Magua.
Which one is that?
Or here.
Okay. No, both your Indians are out.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything. So I'm just activating the Indians.
Oh, that's right. The group itself.
The
Okay.
group itself. So why don't we do the assault here first?
Okay. So just so you know, these guys aren't as good as them. They're not aggressive. They don't have tomahawks.
Not worried about it.
Okay, so we'll count them up.
Get 7, you get
7 on
3.
3 now. So the same amount of dice. So on this 3, see if I can get something.
Oh,
I did.
you got me.
I did get something. So I put a kill and a shock on you. You killed 1 of me. So let's roll. So leaders. It's not the leader. It's not the leader. So we'll figure out all the changes. All right, Wadsworth is driven off Argyle somehow. I had to win 1. Even getting attacked from behind.
There's 5.
No, so new turn. Right?
New turn.
I'll
new
take
turn.
my 5 though.
Well-
if you don't mind.
Actually, so that was my first flag.
Oh, that's right. We're still not done, huh? Thought that was in.
Well-
So I got 1 left.
So who did you have left?
I got 4 and 1, 2. I got 4, 5, and 6 left.
So-
Right, Wadsworth is assaulting. We don't know if it's legal, but we decided he's.
We don't
pumped
know
up.
why it wouldn't be, because he just
3
won an
assaults.
assault.
3 fisticuffs in 1 turn. First he got assaulted here, got driven off, got assaulted here, drove them off. Now he's going to try to take this guy out.
And get driven back.
So, how'd you get to 3 shock? You should be at 6. I threw my tomahawks. So he had 5. He had 4 shock, and I gave him 2 more. Yeah, you're at 6.
What?
This is mine.
So you're at 5.
You should be at 6. You were at 5. No, you're at 4, and I threw the tomahawks. Got 2 more. So I'm at 7, and you're at 2.
So how much shock? I've got 6.
Yep. Yeah, because you were at 4. I got two tomahawk hits.
Okay, so I get
You get
3
2.
or 2
2.
2 dice?
2 dice, and I get
7.
This is going to be an embarrassing loss for you, Travis.
Yeah. It could be. No, it's not. You got 0, so we'll figure it out. All right, so Wadsworth has beaten Tatonka. He won by 3. Tatonka was forced to withdraw. He took a bunch of extra shock for that, 3 more. He interpenetrated Sharp's light infantry and gave them 8 shock on the way out. So they are already on the way to breaking themselves. But Wadsworth is not out of the woods yet. He's still surrounded. He's still got guys behind him and on his flank. And Andre still has 2 flags left. So what do you have left?
I've got Son of Magua.
Son of Magua. Okay, so Son of Magua, judge's free move that way. He's going to fire back at Johnny Walker, right?
Yep.
Okay, needing force. I believe you're within 12.
Ooh, it's going to be close, but yeah. Okay,
Even if
it's not that close.
Even if you get out of range, you're getting a +1 for being at long range and cover. So it's 4s either way.
2 hits.
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, it's getting tense.
Oh.
Next turn. All right, next turn. Next flag.
Okay. And we have a blue 5.
That's Montrose. So now I'm going to roll 2d6. Of course, you got the deployment point, so I really can't deploy anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, can't do anything there. Actually, I can remove a shock.
Woohoo!
Down to 6.
Carry on. Red flag. Red flag.
Come on, red flag.
Ooh, 2 red flags.
3 flags in a row and withdraw from the field.
3 flags in a row.
All right, roll 2d6. The last thing they did was fire, right?
Yep.
4. Damp squib. The powder is damp. The unit will fire at half effect until fresh powder can be found or collected from an ammunition wagon. So wait, you're going to be down to 0 shots? 4 guys.
Much, yeah.
Half of that minus 1.
Yay.
So 1 shot.
Look at them go.
They're doing damn well.
Okay. Red
2.
2.
Who is that? That's this guy, isn't it?
Oh, that's me.
That's Roger Sharp. He's got 8 shock.
No, he's only got 7 shock.
Okay. You can remove those 2 flags.
Yeah, I sure could.
This is the only game we play where we go into multiple dials of shock.
3.
3, that's Macduff. So one of my only units left intact. So Macduff, he moved up. Sadly, I can't get a flank shot because Johnny Walker is in the way, his unit. So that was a bad spot to stop. But so I had to move up. I'm just going to shoot regular. I'm going to use my flag to add another shot. So 8 shots, needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hardcover, of course. So it did. Check your leader. Come on, die clean. No, come on, die clean. Oh, it's dead guy. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? Wait. What did
You said check your leader.
I'm sorry. Am I messed up? I hit you and you rolled a 6, right? So it's
Yeah.
a dead guy.
Yeah, and I checked my leader and it
You rolled
wasn't
a 6. Okay, man, I'm on. All right.
You got all excited there.
I thought I killed Klein. All right, next card. Klein's been messing me up, man.
Okay.
Blue. Yes, blue 4. Wadsworth, the man. Oh boy, what am I going to do with him? Right, Wadsworth made it even with 5 shock and minus 3 on 3d6 for the run through the woods. I still made it.
He made 5 inches on 3 dice.
I needed
and
a
is
13.
proud of it.
I needed a 13 to get 5 inches. And I got 13. So, in the end, we both get 5 dice because of all the shock and all the other things. So, no, not 5, 7.
7. But it is a fair
2,
fight.
4, 5, 6. All right, and this is my last chance to get the doctor back. And I got 1, 2, 3.
You did it.
And you got 2. So I defeated Klein with Wadsworth. We'll figure it out.
Is there anybody
I still have 2 fully intact units that don't have a single shock or anything. So yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. We both accrued enough shock. Well, he lost, so he had to fall back, and then he lost a bunch of guys. Lieutenant Dan took a wound. no bad things. You got to roll a bad thing for breaking, and so do I.
Okay.
So 5 and a 3. Group breaks. So you're at -1. I'm at -2. So I'm down to 6.
So am I.
You're down to 6.
Tie game.
Lieutenant Dan got wounded. He rolled a bad thing. Nothing happened. So the issue we had, I won the fisticuffs, but in the process took enough shock to break, because I have 3 guys with 6 shock. He also lost, but broke at the same time. So he's wound up over there with the doctor. So he can get the doctor off the board, maybe.
Except I have a 0 level.
Yeah,
I've got 3 0-level leaders.
So all I got to do is get these guys over here. And I still have my 2 groups of wounded guys still getting rousted. And then I wound up here with 6 shock. Next card.
Alrighty.
Who's 5?
5 would be Son of Magua.
So he's there with 2 shock.
And a bunch of tomahawks.
And no command initiatives.
Facing down a guy with 6 shock.
Facing down the most badass guy on this board.
I might have to take him out.
Yeah, bring it on, Magua. Son of Magua is going to assault Wadsworth. And he's got 9, and I've got 2.
And this is exact identical mirror image revenge for what you did to Tatonka.
I got 0.
I got
2.
2.
Wadsworth lives. Yes. All that's left is Wadsworth. Don't get captured, Wadsworth. Actually, you captured
2.
Wadsworth.
I did.
Because you were 4 times as many and won.
Yep.
No. Wadsworth's been captured by Son of Magua. We got to get him. We're going to get him with Nick Duff. Has got to get Wadsworth back. Oh, man. So group
Is that a bad thing?
Captured? It's actually not on here. But I would assume it is, so we'll decide what we're going to do. Alright, so Wadsworth was captured by Son of Magua. Doesn't say on the bad thing what happens, but we assume the worst could possibly happen, which is a rout. So we kind of rolled on the we did roll on the rout table, and we rolled on the group wiped out, and we're down to 3 force morale now for the Continentals. And I will be losing some flags, obviously, on the next one.
There's one of your flags not lost yet.
Yeah. Keep going. Can't do nothing with 1. 3. Who's that?
That is my man.
So you could take a... No, you can't take a shock off unless you use the flags. He has the doctor, remember, so he needs to get off the table, so...
But he's got 6 shock.
Yeah, but you could remove 3 total shock with that. So Lieutenant Klain has decided to break off from his group and leave that guy with all the shock there by himself.
Okay, man, hold the line. You got this.
He's quivering under the trees, and then he grabbed the doctor, and he's heading out.
I will return.
So Lieutenant Klain and the doctor are moseying, trying to get off the board edge.
Oh!
Tiffin. Oh, man, I never got my... Wait, on that 5, what did I roll? Did I roll 2d6 on that one? I can't even remember.
I would say that the camp is roused by now.
Yeah.
So,
I don't remember rolling it. I don't think I did.
I don't
because
think-
I still have a 5 plus a 1 and is a 6. Or did I? I don't even remember.
I don't think...
I'll roll it now.
I don't think you did.
I do not. If I did, I never added it in. So a 5, so they're
You made it.
roused. So 5 is Montrose. So Montrose can bring 1 group of 8 militia. And actually, no, I know what it was.
Oh, I was
You were
holding
touching
the...
it, but I still never rolled. So actually, forget it. Never mind. You were
Okay.
touching it. I couldn't do anything. So next turn. So with his flag, Andre moved Argyle up, try to make a screen for Lieutenant Dan there. And I got my flag. I activated what's his name, McDuff. And McDuff is hell bent on rescuing Wadsworth. So he moved up. We're gonna just fire a volley into Son of Magua. And we got 3 hits. Nothing. And reload. So that is it for this turn. So hopefully I can get my groups on and stop these guys from getting off the board. All right, next turn I'm down 2 flags. I'm down to 2 flags. It's a close one. 6, that is Hancock. Let's see if he can get his final wounded man up and moving. Yes. Yeah, so I reached 10. So I can deploy a group of 8 militia led by Hancock.
Isn't a first fire
No.
situation.
So, well, I didn't grab him, but Hancock is in charge of this group. I'll grab him in a minute. There's no first fire, there's no anything, because they're just, as you can see, a ragtag group that was thrown together. There's some Continental line, there's some militia. Whoever could pick up a rifle and stand in a line is in there. So we're going to fire onto these guys. So just need force because we are within
Close
12.
range. And
3 hits. 4 hits.
4 hits.
Okay, 4 hits onto Argyle. 1 shock.
Shocking!
Finally got a group of guys together and they put out a shock. Alright, next card. What the hell?
Okay.
Well, you can't activate the guy with the doctor because he's not a unit. He's not a group, he's an officer. So he can't do anything, but you could do something with him. You could do something with this group, your last group.
Oh.
He's going to shoot McDuff in the flank. And you got 2 hits.
2 hits.
So hardcover.
Double shock.
I was wondering why he did that. Chances of doing anything aren't a lot, but... So that's the end of the turn, so next turn. Argyle did move, with his free move, 2 inches to the left. Next turn. Come on and get my group out there. My second group, so I can lay a volley into Klein. Stop him.
Oh. Red flag. Blue 3.
That's McDuff. So 7 shots, needing 4s.
Ouch.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
1 shock. It's not gonna get it done. 1, that's your main man here.
My main man.
And you have a flag, so you could take the shock off and then do something. Argyle used all 3d6 to move that way and got a whopping 5-inch move.
Woohoo!
Moving towards the doctor to help secure him.
Doctor, give me the
6.
news.
That's Hancock. That's him. So Hancock is just going to fire. He's a single group, so he can fire 180 in front. He's going to fire here with 9 shots. I think I may have shortchanged myself on the last volley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. I know I just shortchanged.
So 5 shots on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was still firing as a skirmish group. It's been so long since we had a... There you go. 2 shock. We may stop you yet.
Oh, you've done a pretty solid job so far.
And they fired, and actually last time they fired and reloaded. So they're actually they can't be uncontrolled because they're not a formation. So they fire and reload. Next card.
4.
That's Tatonka, isn't it?
4 is Tatonka.
So he can't do shit.
Yeah, he can. He can remove. Oh no, he can't remove a shock.
You can if you use that flag.
Yeah. As I said.
He didn't do nothing.
3. That's my man Dan.
That's Lieutenant Dan, so he can move.
Lieutenant Dan.
He's just moving. That's all he's doing.
Run, Dan, run. What's wrong with this picture? Okay, so 3d6, right?
That's right, man. Just keep moving.
Okay, so
You might as well just run straight off the board.
well, I'm actually gonna try and head towards these woods here.
Okay. All right then. So,
So
minus
that's
1 each.
8.
Lieutenant Dan wound up there with the good doctor. Next card.
Getting there. Need some tiffin time.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I need a 5 so I can get the other group going here.
Ooh.
2 flags in a row.
And I got 3 flags out.
Well, Lieutenant Dan will probably step on
I was
a
gonna
crap.
I was thinking I was going to get a 4th flag and he was going to run again, but...
I was thinking he was going to step on some crap. That's 3 in a
Oh,
row,
there
right?
it is.
All right, so movement. Lieutenant Dan was the last one to move. You never know, you might get a free move.
Excuse me, doctor. We need to pause while I remove the feces from my boot.
9. Where's the damn map? Column, yeah. So if you're marking the column or not.
Okay.
They're in column. Now there. No. Next card.
Next card. Blue flag.
That's 4 flags in a row.
4 flags.
So if you draw 3 more, is that? Of course, that's all I have in there, isn't it?
Blue 4.
Wadsworth. He's being detained at the moment.
He's... Please leave a message.
Wait, maybe I should be able to try to like break free, like on with 2 flags.
I suppose.
All right. So if I roll a, what do I need? A 3+ to break loose. If I use 2 flags.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
It's the heat of battle.
No. So I burned my flags and didn't get away. All right, next flag.
Ooh, you bad white man.
Next card.
That's
want him getting
son of Magua. Now he's pissed. He just tried to get away.
I'm gonna spend their turn beating down Wadsworth. Andre's gonna try to go for 4 flags so he can move Lieutenant Dan again.
That's actually a big deal.
Yeah, definitely. Gets to a point I won't be able to even shoot at him anymore. So
Yeah.
2, that's Ben Adams. That's actually this guy who hasn't done anything for a long time. All right, Sergeant Adams has got a really good move on 2d6, 1 action plus his free, and he's got within. He's going to shoot at Lieutenant Dan, see if he can take him down. And of course, if I kill him, the doctor can still probably. Well, he'd run to them because he has to go to the nearest friendly. Or he has to go to the nearest British unit. So we'll see if I can do anything. So I'm within 12, needing 4s. 3 hits. So it can only go on Lieutenant Dan. Oh, he's dead.
No,
I hit
he's
him. I hit him.
He's
yes.
hit.
See what happens to him. He loses another one,
So he is dead.
and I think if you lose another one after you have 0, that you're incapacitated. All right, so Lieutenant Dan has been.
So bad thing.
Oh yeah, bad thing.
That's -1, right?
Probably, yeah.
I'm down to 5.
Okay, so the doctor is now by himself. Dan is not dead. We'll say he's just severely wounded.
5.
5, that's Montrose. Yeah, he's still, let's see, so he rolls 2d6. So he's definitely coming in. So Montrose has come in with a mixed group of walking wounded and non-wounded. Right there, point blank. We're going to fire straight into Argyle's Dragoons. Needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. Hardcover. Another
Shock. Shocking.
So he's up to 3 shocks. So, man, this has been a wild game. It's looking like you're in trouble now, Andre.
You think?
I think you are. I thought I was in trouble for a long time, but
Tiffin.
Yeah,
Okay.
how many flags you got? You
I
still
got
got 3. You never got the 4th flag.
No, I did not.
So we activated Son of Magua. Took a shot at Johnny. Missed. He's gonna activate Sharp.
I'm gonna get
Fire at Montrose's group.
3
which
hits
is here.
with 3 shock.
So 2 hits. I think. No, you're more than 12.
More than 12, but is that first fire?
No, is it?
I think
No,
it
they
is.
fired.
No, because they came from over here. They never actually. That is their
So
first
2 hits.
fire.
Nothing.
Wasted my first fire.
First fire 4 hours into the game.
Well, and actually, Son of Magua, I actually totally forgot his first fire. I don't remember when it happened, but
Like 3 hours ago.
well, I think it was only an hour and a half into the game.
Right, so Montrose is in here. Next card, next turn. Give me a 5 or a 6. I need to get those.
End this game.
Or a 2. Another flag will work too. 6, there we go. So 6 is Hancock. So Hancock, this group here, going to fire into their main force. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And hard cover. Still 3 shock. Oof. That's brutal.
That was intense. I can't believe I'm losing this game after this long. I mean, I could have believed losing it, but at this point,
Eventually those two groups are going to get in here at some point.
still.
Way into it, but they're here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got a red flag now.
2, that is Adams. These guys. Alright, Adams going to fire into here. They were unloaded, so they're going to reload and fire. So they'll be unloaded. So, need and force. 2 hits.
Oh!
Roll to see if it's, no. So a dead and a shock. So you're up to
That's going to put me
7
over,
shock.
isn't it?
No, you need twice as many.
But I fall back, don't I?
Yeah, you fall involuntary withdrawal. So he fell back 1 inch involuntarily and rolled a bad thing. Nothing happened.
And then
And then we drew a 1, which is sharp. I mean, Walker. We'll take another
he's going
shock
to wind
off
up back in this battle, isn't he?
if we go 5 more turns. Okay, Nick, go ahead. That's 2 flags in a row.
And a 4.
Now it's Tatonka, he's doing nothing. Because he can't, because he has no command initiatives. 2. That is Roger Sharp. So Sharp is going to fire into Bartholomew. 1 flank shot, 2 non-flank shots. So flank shot hits. And so
One of
flank shot.
each.
Yeah, that's a 2 shock. Because they are not light infantry. And you're hitting the flank, and then the non-flank shot, another shock. So they're up to 3 shock all of a sudden on Hancock's group. Thanks, flag. I don't think it's going to save you, but
It was. We
It
felt
feels
like
good.
it felt like we did something.
Montrose. So he's going to fire obviously into here. 9 shots needing 4s. 1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4. Actually, not as bad as it looked initially. 5 hits.
5 hits.
Yep. 1 dead. So, but you don't have to check because they're
No.
not. So just 1 dead. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And I
5.
fall back 1 inch.
So roll a d6 for
Oh.
involuntary withdrawal. On a 4, it's something. So nothing. And you fall back 2 inches. All right. So they fell back 2 inches. Next card. And they have 7 shock. Tip in. You have a higher force morale than me.
I've
which
also
is
got 3 cards.
Saying something. Was I down to a 3 or a 2?
3.
3, and you're at a 4. Okay, so we'll figure out. Son of Magua is going to take a shot at those guys in the flank.
Actually, so what are these guys at?
Them?
Yeah.
They're like 7, I think.
5 maybe?
Yeah, 5. I've been taking shock off slowly but surely with.
So if I
Walker.
hit them again, they could involuntarily withdraw.
Yep.
We'll take a wild shot.
All right. It's a hit. It's a shock. So they take another shock. So they're at 6.
6, and you're at 5 guys. So
All right. So another involuntary withdrawal. So let's roll a bad thing as long as it's not a 4.
5 or a 6 would be okay.
Nothing. So they just fall back. What is that?
1 inch.
1 inch. Okay. So go ahead. So what's next? I'm next. And I have 3 and 4 left. Who is McDuff and Wadsworth. I don't have 2 flags, so I can't try to escape. So I'll just fire with McDuff. So 7 shots. Needing force. And I'm firing straight ahead. 3 hits. into Son of Magua. Nothing. Man. It's hardcover. It's hardcore, man.
It is.
Good
Okay,
Lord.
so I used one, so I've got 2 left.
Yep. What do you have left?
I can have my, what's his name?
Argyle.
Argyle,
Argyle's
and the
group.
doctor.
No, Argyle can't do anything. This is after the Tiffin. You can only activate a
Oh.
group. So you can activate Argyle's group, but you can't activate Argyle. Alright, so Argyle, his group, moved back at -10, but they still moved back 3 inches. So next turn,
We got this, boys.
they're still moving slowly. That is Montrose, and he's going to fire at them again. Hitting on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
In hardcover.
In hardcover, yes. Shoot through the woods. Hardcover is brutal.
Ooh.
So 2 shock and a dead. Check. No, you don't need to check the leader. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you fall back 3
No,
inches.
we're at 9.
Fall
That's
back
2
4
shocks. So 4 inches, and we lost a dude, right?
Yep. Yeah, 4 inches and lost a man. But you're not out of range. If you get a little out of line of sight and not break, then I'll say game over. Because then you could get away. Barely by the skin of your teeth.
So 9.
Yeah, so if he can pull a red 1 and move and get at least 4 inches from the edge, game over. Because he's not broken, he's out of line of sight, there's no way I could get him.
Well, all I gotta do is pull his card.
If you pull a card, he wins. If you pull Hancock's card, maybe not.
Most likely
'Cause
not.
if he's broken, he can't win.
There's 1 red flag.
Okay.
Can we pull 2 more?
3 more. Oh no, 2 more.
2
yeah.
more. Oh,
That is Adams.
a deuce.
That's these guys.
Okay.
So Adams is going to fire on to Argyle. If I get 1 more shot, is that all I need? And then you break?
Actually, does the doctor count as...
No.
So at 9-4, I'm already double.
Oh, then you already broke. Yeah, you're double, so you can't win if you break.
Okay.
So I guess that's game.
Well, I don't have to stay with the unit. I can just grab the doctor and run off.
That's true. Let me see if I can kill Argyle. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Now if I kill Argyle, it's over. So there's a kill. All right, if you roll
So a shock and a kill.
you roll a 1. So close. Took his hat off.
Okay, so we're up to
And a kill.
10.
So actually, they should have broke last time and ran 2d6 out. So yeah, all right.
2d6 plus.
So they are +6. I'm ignoring terrain. So yeah, they get away with the doctor. God dang it! All right, that's game. We'll come back and wrap it up. All right, we're back to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That was well, I would say that was a wild game. We've never played a game of sharp practice like this.
Wow.
That was a lot different than, I mean, all the skirmishers and the the hill, plus the hardcover for the skirmishers being in 1 level better.
All I can say is this was like a game on steroids on steroids.
Yeah.
It was like everything that happened intensely. If you didn't move, you didn't move intensely. If you took shock and kills, you took it intensely. I mean, it's like nothing happened just a little bit. Either it was just balls out or blah. And, you know, swinging back and forth. And just the mix in the middle of that hillside. And, you know, usually you're, you know, okay, I got 2 targets. Which one's the more optimal target? What's my better odds here? Where do I want to pile up the shock? And it's just...
I know what you're saying, man. It was a wild game. Yeah, I've never played a game of sharp practice like this. I like it though. It's having all the skirmishers and all the terrain. It just made it a completely different game.
I would not want to do this all the time or a regular basis or have this be the norm necessarily,
No.
but it was an incredible change of pace.
It's a one-off part of a campaign. It's
Yeah.
not, I mean, we'll get back to the, I got my 4 groups of redcoats and I'm going to just march up and blast. That'll come back, but this one was a specific scenario based on this. I'm sure we messed up some things, but...
And I know you meant it to be, a little different and to, throw some wrenches in there, but did you really have any clue it could get this wild?
No, I did not. First of all, I forgot that you could deploy 12 inches from your deployment point. I was kind of imagining you deploying about here, marching up, and as soon as you put a guy, you're skirmishers, you can go 12 inches. Suddenly you're up here. I'm like, I did not think of that when I was writing this.
Well, and I was looking at it. I really wanted to have my 2 deployment and the dummy on the short side, but I'm looking at it and it's like, well, no. I can have a group of Indians right up on the edge, out of the gate. I mean, how can I not do that?
Well, just so you know, my north edge was over there.
Oh.
And I should have probably cut the doctor loose earlier and started moving him with Wadsworth that direction.
Well, you must have been loving my deployment.
Well, yeah, I said, hey, there's nothing over there. I could just grab the doctor and
wide
run off.
open.
But suddenly there was like 4 units here on turn 1. I'm like, well, maybe I cannot do that. I need to defend because if I start running, I'm just going to get blasted in the flank or from behind, and that's it. So I need to actually form a line. And
how fast can you run backwards?
Well, you just turn and move that direction. But yeah, I mean, the wildest thing to me was that whole Wadsworth.
Oh.
First he got assaulted by a claim. He got beat. He came over here.
Bounced back, got hit in the
Argyle
rear again.
and won. Then took out Tatonka, and then he's captured. So I have to remember that for the next game. Wadsworth is actually captured by Son of Magua, so he's in British hands. And I'm sure that he has a lot of intel, and he could probably give the Captain Gage a lot of intel about Continental moves.
I got faith in him. He's a true patriot
Can you hold
at
out?
heart.
Can you hold out under interrogation?
Well, it is Son of Magua.
And then they're brutal. They don't hold anything back. They'll bury you up to your neck in the sand, and then they'll pour honey over your head, and then ants will crawl over you. It's not pretty. So I have a feeling that he might crack. He might give him some intel, and there might be an ambush. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a crazy game. Not how I imagined it, for sure.
Yeah, it was beyond crazy. It was, I don't know. Last week I was definitely a little wired on caffeine, and but this game was just pumped full of adrenaline, like
It was.
no game I can ever really remember. There was just
intense, man.
so much going on.
It was. No, I agree with you, man. It was an intense game.
Yes, usually it's like, well, maybe I've got a shot at getting a good assault in. And this one, it was like, which one of those 3 units do I want to assault from behind?
Exactly. Oh yeah, it was crazy. So, but it was a fun game, a long game, but it was fun. Not how I anticipated it, and like Andre said, it was like being on caffeine and adrenaline the whole time because everything was so important. Every roll, every move, everything just mattered. So.
And then there were just so many absolutely horrid rolls, and then a couple of just outrageous rolls. Just a lot of stuff happening that, it was like, that really shouldn't have happened.
Right.
Did that just happen? Did he really just get assaulted 3 times and win the second 2?
Yeah. Wadsworth. Poor Wadsworth, though, he's in the hands of Son of Magua at the moment, so...
Well, it's not going to get much more epic than that.
Yeah.
That might have to be a scenario in itself.
Being said, though, there's some changes I could make, like less than 10 to fill the trays.
Yeah.
Or 10, but roll the proper amount of dice.
Which actually probably could have worked out.
I think it kind of equaled out.
And I don't know that it would have changed a lot because of the point where I came in contact with
Right.
your jump off
I
point.
couldn't get off it. Yeah, I couldn't deploy it off it anyway. So I had to get what's his face? Who was that? That was Klein.
Yeah,
Klein was on it. So.
Blaine had it. And then, there were, I mean, how often do you have a single dude standing out there with 6 shock and an entire unit just ignoring him?
Well, actually, I thought about assaulting him and finishing him off and dropping you a little bit more, but
Yeah, I mean,
the
just
doctor was more important at that point.
the things that went on in this game that you would never believe. I mean,
Yeah, it was a fun game.
you could write story after story about this, and I'm thinking we might have to write a drinking song about your good boy there.
Yeah, Wadsworth has earned himself a reputation tonight, assuming he
Several.
gets out of captivity alive.
Well, even if he doesn't,
Even if he doesn't. All right, well, this one's getting long, so we're gonna
It's
wrap
been
it up.
long.
So
Have a good one.
yeah, check out the Tabletop CP Patreon page if you want to help out the channel and keep it up to date and just help us out, make good videos, and check out the Tabletop CP Facebook group if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes here. And we'll see you guys next week for another battle report, and thanks for watching.